day, another run. It's kind of what it feels like at the moment. I'm like, a couple of weeks into this base training block I was talking about, and it's getting a little monotonous. I mean, that's the point, right? Easy, consistent running, day in, day out. But yeah, I guess I kind of forgot how much, intervals and long runs and rest days kind of break up a week of training. Most runs kind of end up in the 12 to 15 kilometer realm at 5 to 5.5 minute pace. But trust the process and hope that all this is not in vain, and that I can put a good block together after this and remain injury free and have built a good aerobic base. But I'd be lying if I said it wasn't hard to get motivated to go for the same run day in, day out. But I did purchase something which will hopefully spike motivation to get out and run a little bit. And should be coming the next day or two. Keen for that. So, picked myself up a new pair of kicks. Carbon plate technology for the trails. Pretty keen to see how these are going to go. The Hoka Tecton X. I've had my eye on them for quite some time actually, but they're $300 or so, which is too much money to spend on shoes. But they went on sale and picked them up for about 30% off. So, yes, I am pretty keen to give these a go. So I'm sick again. That feels so unfair. I was only just sick, and prior to that I was sick maybe 3 years ago. Anyway, I think I just picked up a cold from the kids on the weekend. But yeah, no running, which sucks because I got a new pair of kicks sitting in the wardrobe waiting to be worn, and the weather is super nice. I figured I'd just go for a walk this afternoon down to the beach, get some fresh air and try and make the most of it the best way I can. But I was trying to find a silver lining, and I think there's two things. I had 3 good weeks of about 80 kilometers, and the body's feeling good, but I think often it's good to just take a reset week. If you follow that kind of periodization training model, then a down week is definitely a good thing. So maybe this is that. But the other thing is that I was kind of struggling to find motivation just to keep doing that aerobic base training week in, week out. And while I'm at the end of that, I think being forced not to run for, even if it's only a few days, I think that's just the motivation I need to light the fire to really get excited about training again. So hopefully it does just blow over in a couple of days and I'm back to running by the end of the week. But whenever it is that I start running again, I'm pretty sure it's going to be with a renewed sense of motivation and desire to really start getting some good work done. So fingers crossed this is that, and yeah, the good things start to come. Not a bad place to live. Not bad. That's COVID positive right there. My time is up. It's upon me. Yeah, so I'm here for a week. Hopefully it passes pretty quick, and after this week I can get back to training. Yeah, I think this forced break and a new pair of shoes is yeah, stoked the motivation for me to get back out and start training again. Yeah, so these past few weeks I've really been forced to ask these questions about motivation and why it's sometimes not there and what to do when it's not there. Yeah, I was trying to find ways in which to kind of yeah, deal with that and you know, artificially recreate the motivation. But you know, I started to wonder that maybe that's not such a bad thing. You know, these ultra runs that we do when you're, you know, 10, 12, 24 hours into a race, you're gonna lack some motivation to keep going. So I think to be faced with that same conundrum during training is not such a bad thing. It means you can practice running when you don't feel like running. So yeah, that's kind of all I got to with that. Hopefully it makes sense. Whatever the case, I think for me, the motivation is back. So once I'm better, yeah, the desire to run and train is, yeah, is back with a vengeance. So, yeah, until then, I'm just gonna lay low and hopefully get better. Because right now, I feel pretty rubbish. Anyway, I'm gonna go lie down. Yeah, that's it.